The most important thing in buying a practice is it's a philosophical match. And you gotta understand that that is the first thing you should be looking for. And don't worry about the carpet. Don't worry about the condition of the chair. That can all be replaced. If you feel you can go in that practice and be successful based on a similar dental practice philosophy, everything else will fall into place. And this comes from experience. And that's why getting to know the seller, in my opinion, is one of the most important things. And I take a lot of time in my first meetings with the seller as I'm getting the listing. I'm really interviewing them. And I tell them that sometimes. I'll be like, I'm picking up on your tendencies, and that's important for me to know, because I'm going to be screening out buyers for your practice based on my understanding of who you are and who would be a good fit. And that's been really like this undercurrent concept that has helped us really set up successful transitions. If we can focus on that, we will make a great match. I can sense when things are a good match, but what's important, and I try to impart in my buyers, is numbers are numbers. Common mistake is what am I valuing in the process of buying a practice? I think being focused on the value. I can't speak for other brokers. I really put a number on there that A is going to get 100% financing, B is going to maximize the value for the seller, and C is not going to hurt the buyer. So I don't really think about the numbers as much of anything other than just numbers. And I'll walk you through our numbers, and I really take my time to make sure that the buyers are comfortable. That's very important for me. I would, again, tell a buyer, you need to be focused on the right things. And the right things are whether it's a good match, whether it has the growth potential you want, and whether you think you'll be happy in that environment, and can you work with that seller if necessary. If I were to say what are the biggest problems with a buyer, they don't know what they don't know. Okay, they're usually advised by some of the wrong people. Dental attorneys are fantastic, but then maybe they bring in their friend who's an attorney who's never done a dental deal, and lo and behold, that can cause a major problem. Same thing with CPAs. Some CPAs are fantastic, love to work with them. But when we get down the road, sometimes with the CPA or CPA group that is really just focused on creating value for the buyer through negotiations, I say, no. I say no. When you walk into that practice and you meet that seller, then you can start talking value. It's not all about what's on the books. So these are some of the pitfalls that I try to talk to buyers about, and having them really understand what's valuable. And again, I love taking the time with buyers. I really love educating them. And anybody who's ever interacted with me from a buyer standpoint, I think would agree. I take as much time possible making sure that they're comfortable with the decision they're making.